Hello, welcome back to By the Way. We are back with another episode. I think we're 9 weeks going, something like that.
Yeah, 9 weeks.
Yeah.
2 months, baby.
The channel is starting to pick up, and we do thank all of you lovely viewers and listeners. Today we've got a rather pretty breaking news again. The Wilbur Soot.
No surprise, another Minecraft YouTuber isn't a good person. We all
Yeah.
learnt from this by now. None of them are really that good people, with the exception Stampy Longnose.
Yeah, it's very weird. Stampy is the only golden boy
He,
left.
he's the true god amongst men when it comes to he's the golden standard for what you want in a Minecraft YouTuber. There's not a lot of those though.
You had the bear guy that used to play with Stampy.
He was a bit of a nonce.
Obviously dream allegations now. Like, come on, he did do it.
Oh, come on, you know for a fact there's no chance he's not a nonce. Come on, man. Come on.
Dreams a groomer. And you've also had. Oh, you also had Skyder's Minecraft too.
Oh, he's had a lot of he's had just a lot of controversies. Not even controversies.
He's just a bit of a shit person.
He was, but I mean, he did have a bit of some shitty circumstances as well. But I don't know. He's still not in he's still the no drama at all list like Stampy is.
Yeah, but yeah. So, do you want to take this?
Oh yeah. So this will be like the second person now on that Dream SMP who what's it called? Who's done another shitty thing. Yeah, so he's had a lot of allegations thrown at him. His friends have turned their back very quickly on him, which I feel like is pretty much evidence to show they were just waiting for something terrible to happen to no longer be friends with him, because he didn't seem like that nice a person anyway. So the first thing is his girlfriend Shelby. Everyone I've seen refer to her as Shelby. I'm not too sure what her full name is, but Shelby. She's accused him of assault, where he would be biting her. Apparently, he loved to bite people he shows affection for.
Wasn't actually trying at all to not hurt me. But he said he would try at first. And then he started saying things like, it was my pain tolerance that was too low, or I'm exaggerating how much it actually hurts. He's not even biting that hard. I'm being dramatic. But his biting escalated to a point where I was covered in bruises all over my arms, and they hurt, and he would poke at them for fun.
This is his way of showing affection. That's very weird. You normally grow out of that when you was like 2 years old, but we'll go out of that. We'll give him the dance floor for now. So apparently he would bite her constantly, especially when they were first together. He'd bite her, and then eventually he would start hurting, and she'd go, ow, and he would stop and apologize, make bruises on her arm. But later on in the relationship, she'd make a safe word for the biting, because he'd keep biting her and it would keep hurting too much. And she'd made a safe word and he would keep biting her, but even when she said the safe word, he would, keep biting, just causing her a lot of pain and suffering. She would feel very anxious around him. Apparently she'd throw up every now and again because of how anxious she feels talking to him and just being with him, which is a pretty shitty thing. And out of all the things, the most weird form of abuse I've ever heard of. What was you going to say anyway?
Oh, I said I was going to say I have seen some older clips now that have been brought up to light, and it is quite. Obviously, back then it wasn't as you didn't think it was of anything, yeah. But now with it, you can actually see oh, okay, she actually is pretty uncomfortable. I think there's a pretty. I saw a clip the other day. It was it's Wilbur Soot just barging in her room shouting and then she was like, oh, I'm playing Minecraft or whatever with some other people, and then he pushes her away from the setup.
Yeah,
she's in a chair. But yeah, you should and then he's like, who you play with, who you play with, who you play with.
Done that with Tommy in it as well, which is very, very weird. But no,
no, that was just Wilbur.
No, I mean, I don't mean Tommy in it. I mean Tommy Wilbur done it to Tommy, and he'd burst into one of his rooms
Oh,
as well and
yeah.
started saying some weird things and kind of shouting a bit. But what did he fucking? No, I saw a video actually before the accusation video had come out about him being an abuser, which is pretty funny to me now, looking back on it. Because I was thinking,
I mean,
maybe. I mean, Minecraft YouTuber makes it a little bit more likely to happen.
what I find just bizarre though is the fact that, like, instead of going to the police about it, right? Because obviously it is a crime. She's just decided to throw it all up on Twitter and everything like that, which
Okay,
I don't really understand.
okay. Well, to be fair, I mean, it's more with a case like this. There's a lot more he said, she said. You know, it's just bruises and bite marks, which a lot of people obviously, you know, people like getting bit when we're playing in the bedroom nowadays, don't they? So like, you can just
Kinky
you can
boy.
cover it up like that. You can kind of cover it up like that for him, and it's a lot harder to kind of prove that he's abusing her when it's not that kind of abuse. It's just being bitten. It's not being punched in the face or anything, or slapped, or even worse, you know. So getting that support first from people and having other people actually, you know, kind of say, "Oh yeah, this is my experience with him," it would make it a lot easier and probably make her feel a lot safer if she was to do this first and then go to the police about it, if she even wants to go to the police about it.
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes
Sometimes
sense
it's
on that point. I don't know.
because obviously sometimes you don't want to, like, she doesn't have to go to the police if she doesn't feel like it's such a unbelievably severe form of abuse. Like, she doesn't want to be in a relationship anymore. Absolutely understandable. She's going out with a Minecraft YouTuber anyway. Slightly weird. It's going
Yeah,
to be kind of weird. I'm just waiting for Tommy in it to do the next terrible thing, or Quakey, or whatever the guys' names are. Actually, I have seen
back at it, isn't it?
Quackity. Yeah, I actually also have seen a lot more clips turn up now. He would be very kind of abusive, even with his friends, stomping on Tommy in its hand when he was making a little joke, and it was quite an aggressive stomp as well. You know, like it looked like it was like a finger breaking stomp. He didn't break any of his fingers, but
Yeah, I mean, well, Wilbur Soot did come out with a
made two apologies.
apology tweet on Twitter. It is probably the worst thing I've ever
Especially
read.
for such
Um,
big, you know, accusations. And this isn't just from he would be having to defend both himself from his ex-girlfriend and from all his other friends.
Basically, at no point does he admit fault. Um, I've put it in general, so he goes on to say that in the past week, a series of allegations have been made over my conduct from an ex-girlfriend. I want to emphasize that although I feel it fair to offer my perspective, the person's feelings are completely valid. I've taken my time sharing this statement as I wanted to process and respond respectfully with the hope to gain a deeper understanding for the situation. During our relationship's final months, I regrettably became slobbish, disrespectful, and selfish. These actions caused a lot of pain to my ex-girlfriend, and I've since sought therapy to address these behaviors, making significant lifestyle changes to rectify my past actions. I have come to realize how much my past behavior hurt this person, but I truly, compassionately believe I have made great strides from the person I once was, and hope I can continue to grow and improve on this trajectory. The allegations of abuse, particularly in the form of biting, deeply shocked me. Throughout our relationship, I understood from our numerous conversations and text message exchanges on the subject that this behavior was consensual, playful, and reciprocally enjoyed. I truly believe these personal message. Fucking hell, that does make sense. I truly believe those personal message exchanges reflect mutual affection and understanding. Our respect for her, I chose not to publish them, and I emphasize my perspective is not shared to diminish or invalidate anyone's feelings. Instead, I share it in the hope that I can offer a genuine, fair, and relevant insight into my understanding of the situation. While I may perceive our interactions differently, I recognize that this person was processed and expressed feelings of hurt. I want to extend my sincerest apologies for any pain that I conflicted. I'm fully committed to understanding and addressing her concerns going forward. I hope my perspective sheds light on this situation without detracting from its message. I am dedicated to earning and maintaining the trust of those around me, and I hope to continue to be held to these high standards I wish to attain and maintain. Will.
Not a very good thing. He never really just says sorry. That's always a very
Wait, it's the fact that he the address like the allegations of abuse, like which is a crime, and he just glosses it down to less than a paragraph.
Yeah, and I mean, saying yeah, it's consent. I'm sure it was consensual. You know, I'm sure she did let him bite, and I'm sure she probably did like it at times. But when it, clamps down on and starts bruising you, bit, it's a bit much, and I don't think he quite truly understands that.
Yeah, I mean, in this video, it's just like a basic apology. Like all he's doing is essentially saying, "Oh, the person I am now is no longer the person I was back then. I'm doing the best I can do to make sure I'm better than that." It's just like if you're coming out with this, right? The whole point is that you should have already learned, not like I'm going to learn. Like go into therapy, that's cool, right? Okay, but like you're using therapy as a way of justifying your actions.
You know what?
Like
He should have consulted PewDiePie on how to make a good apology. He's the king of those.
I'm not an anti-Semitite or however you say it.
But no, he is. Yeah, it's a terrible apology. Just literally written down on blank white piece of paper. I apologize. Not even actually, not even I apologize because he didn't even apologize.
No, he never said sorry. All he said, what his apology was essentially the same apology you go where like, oh, I'm sorry you felt that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for any pain that I caused. I'm sorry if I caused any pain.
Not just I'm sorry, even though it doesn't. Saying I'm sorry doesn't fix the situation. It's still nice to hear. I feel like a lot of people kind of forget that nowadays. Just say you're sorry.
I think he does actually need to step back from social media and actually form a well constructed apology or just a well constructed apology video because he's gone to Twitter as well for this apology. Twitter, you don't go to Twitter for apologies.
You would make it on YouTube and have like and I go up to the camera and go, I don't know how I'm gonna do this video.
The problem with Twitter apologies is that one, they the comments like majority of the time, right? Twitter, they've made their mind up.
Yeah, no matter how much you've apologized.
But they've made their mind up before you can even get your say in. So by putting anything out there, it's like it's like when Dream had his allegations, and he was just going to Twitter to respond to every single comment about the grooming allegations.
Yeah, he could have had the best defense attorney, but Gumball fucking Watson he fucked him up, man.
He needed Better Call Saul.
He needed Better Call Saul, and he probably had him as well, and he still couldn't. He still couldn't win. He still couldn't win.
Could not win that case.
Because no one likes him as it is, and now Wilbur Soot. I mean, I don't know why people liked him anyway. He was pretty much just the most average, basic guy anyway. But this is the problem.
White British man.
This is the problem when you put people like this on pedestals. There were people praising these people like gods, and then what a surprise! They think they could do whatever they fucking want, and then this shit happens.
Yeah.
Literally, people without faults, they were being praised as, oh my god, they're so cute, and what was it, what they called Dream dog coded or whatever, or his dog core or some shit like that.
I don't know.
But he's just, this is what happens when you do all this to these people, and then they get big heads because they were probably bullied in school.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much just like unfollowed Wilbur. Well, I'm more just stepped away from Wilbur, like his friends and all of that.
I mean, I was gonna say these clips I've seen. I mean, they had Quakey. He was just saying how he clearly doesn't.
For fuck's sake!
Oh, Quackity.
Sorry. Right, we're gonna go off topic here. This man is he failed English, right? And you can tell that. Quakey. Who the fuck is Quakey? Is Quackity, right? He says Bevo, right? Bevo, Beavo, Bevo.
Look, all I'm
Well,
saying is I passed English later on, so does it really matter? Does it
who the
really
fuck
matter?
is Bevo? No, who the fuck is
Bevo,
Bevo?
Bevo,
It's
Bevo,
Bevo. There's no,
Bevo.
there's an A.
Yeah, but I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't give two fucks.
Fucking moron.
Yeah, but back onto the topic as you rudely taking me away. He was talking to him on stream actually about how his behavior is it changes very drastically. He could, I mean, who knows, maybe he's suffering from BPD, but big pussy disorder, I call that. Yeah, no, he talks about how his behavior changes very frantically, and just he isn't a very kind person at times. And then the final story, which is the biggest one so far, is Harry threw an apple at Technoblade.
Yeah.
Now this one is bad because Technoblade said, "Oh, you're not very good throw," and I think fair enough. You would respond by throwing something at him. An apple may be a little bit too hard, but the problem is he threw it at his stitch where he just had surgery to remove, I believe, a tumor or something, and he was laughing about it. And obviously, Technoblade, he's been hit by this, and he's in incredible amounts of pain. But obviously, because of his pridefulness, he just kind of sat there and didn't make any noise and looked down for a little bit. And potentially tears in his eyes, we don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't say he deserved it throwing at his surgery stitch. Maybe a little lob at his legs, chest. Obviously, he didn't purposely, as Technoblade said, he's a terrible thrower, so he obviously didn't mean to hit that skull. But he still did, and what he should have done is apologise instead of saying it was funny.
I won't
That
lie, it
was-
just reminds me of the In-Betweeners where they throw a frisbee.
Oh, yeah, that was a complete accident. He should have just said, so he did, actually, no, he did say sorry, to be fair. He didn't do it on purpose. And she was quite unreasonable because she didn't give the frisbee back. That was kind of on her, really.
But yeah, I mean, we're not taking any side in this because
I
is
will.
Just...
It's a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm always gonna support. I'm gonna support his girlfriend. I don't care. Minecraft. Fuck this SMP shit.
I'm gonna be a little fence sitter, and sit in the middle until there's more stuff that comes out.
What I expect. Look at you, centrist. Unbelievable. You would have stood by as Nazi Germany tried to conquer your country. That's for sure.
Oh, and we forgot to mention that Tommy Innit will be also making a response. Well, I guess he said it was a response video or like a something video to the Wilbur allegations as well. So,
I mean, I can imagine it's going to have so much more. I mean, Tommy, he was just a kid compared to these people. He was very, enthusiastic and very naive. Very naive. So I could understand maybe he's probably done even worse shit to Tommy Wilbur because he knew he wasn't going to think of it as anything bad or more as just a joke. He wasn't going to really see the signs, unlike his girlfriend.
but yeah,
Shelby.
so when that comes out, obviously,
We'll
you
go
can
back
expect us to
we'll be talking
talk
about
about
it
it.
for sure. Wherever there is drama, we will be there. In the corner, recording it. Not like creeps, though.
And just quickly, if you are enjoying this video so far, please subscribe and drop us a like, maybe even a comment. But getting on to our next and final topic, the WillyWonka Land.
Oh, this has been my favourite thing of the week. Oh, this is so fucking funny. AI is generally destroying the human civilization as we know it.
So if you don't know, oh, my dogs are barking. If you don't know, basically there was a event or like a theme park resort slash thing for Willy Wonka had been advertised in Glasgow. If you don't know where Glasgow is, oh, American viewers, it's in the United Kingdom, which is in Europe. Don't worry, we got you. We got you. And they were depicting it as this big magical like Wonka factory,
Using these AI generated images to show
Yeah.
what it would look like, really captivating the old people to go and buy tickets for it.
So it wasn't also just AI art that they were using. They also AI generated the words on the website. So they didn't even type up any of the words on their own website. It's all AI generated.
And that's not even where the AI generation stops as well. But for now, the tickets were almost 40 quid. I believe they were £35.
£35, $40 to our American viewers. Don't worry, we got the exchange rates.
Absolute rip-off. It was almost like the what was that con, Mines Con or something? I can't remember the name. Where it just had that ball pit in the middle of it on an empty warehouse. That's basically what it was. It was an empty warehouse. They had like 3 actors, I believe. One very unfortunate
Rest Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa. Very, oh god, I feel so sorry for that poor girl. She sat there with a fucking meth lab to make sweets, I believe, and all she could do was hand out like one single jelly bean and a bit of lemonade, and just had to hand that. Not even any chocolate in the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. No, one sweet and lemonade. Tesco's home brand as well, by the way. Unbelievable. Not even the good stuff.
But yeah, so they were advertising it as, the ultimate Willy Wonka experience, right? And all of it was AI generated, like the website, all of it. So it gave false impressions. Even though I think anyone with just like 2 functioning eyes, probably Stevie Wonder could have seen that it was the AI generated. And when families turned up, because obviously they brought their kids, because obviously it's, a kids thing. When they brought their kids, yeah, it was just a derelict warehouse essentially with some AI generated posters placed up in the wall, not like covering like in the entire wall. No, like a fucking A6 fucking poster on the wall. The actors, like, yeah, they had one Oompa Loompa. The actors were supposedly to get paid 500 quid for working the weekend. They've yet to see any money. The kids were crying because of the unknown.
Oh yeah, so the unknown is the newest, character to the Willy Wonka cinematic universe. He's apparently a creature that hides in the walls of the factory and tries to make chocolate as well, as good as Willy Wonka. But he's just the most horrifying looking thing a child could imagine.
He looks like a Dementor.
He had that motherfucking Doom mask on as well.
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
It's fucking, oh god, it was so bad. Made all those poor kids cry. Apparently all the scripts that all the people who were playing characters had were 15 pages of AI generated garbage. And they would have to sit there for the entire weekend just basically being probably screamed and moaned at by what the fuck is this? Completely understandable by the people.
It's not even like it's like a maze, right? You walk through, you see all the cool stuff and everything. Because a maze has walls and a ceiling. This didn't have either of it. It just had little sections set up, but you could see them. You could just see them through this derelict warehouse. And then what do you get at the end of this so-called experience? A bouncy castle and 1 jelly baby and a cup of lemonade. Which is like a bit insane, because on the Facebook page, they had said that they'd ordered like so many sweets, like they're gonna be able to create a tower of sugar. This bullshit. I mean, even the company, not the company that are doing this, right? The the so-called production company for this, they haven't had a single like event they've been to, and also the website page and the Instagram is all AI generated. So this is probably the biggest scam on the planet, that they've not only set up a fake production company to make it seem legit, as well as make a fake experience. The CEO came out and he was sad with the biggest quotation marks, and wasn't going to give back people their money.
Yeah, no, he felt so bad, but he was not giving back refunds because he needs the money for the next scam.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The scumbags of today. You just can't trust no fucking person anymore.
It was so bad that one Scottish man phoned the police on the event.
To be fair, I don't blame him, man. I only want to see the people who made that fucking in prison.
Like, yeah, it's embarrassing. It's a joke. My question is just one: how did parents fall for it? Two, how it hasn't had any legal action already classed against it? Like, because technically it is misleading.
I mean, it's 100% misleading.
Yeah, like, well, why hasn't there been any legal action happened at the moment? I'm sure there will be to come, but if I was the first person there and I saw that, I'd be straight up wanting to sue this person.
I think it's mostly just because they. Well, I mean, look, I'm assuming most of the people that went there are old people. I can't imagine any young person wants to go to Willy Wonka experience. But yeah, most of these people must be they're too old, but they probably didn't understand what AI
No,
was kind of like.
the main demographic was children, right? And obviously you get
Okay, I
the
know, but
parents with it.
Yeah, so who's bringing the children? The parents. They're the ones
Yeah,
that bought
so
the
like
ticket.
40-year-old people. You're saying old people. I'm not saying your granddad ain't going to the Willy Wonka experience.
Well, maybe if he wants to bring his grandchildren, you know, not me, his other grandchildren to the experience, he may not know it was AI generated. You know, people aren't, you know, even like people like our age are still getting fooled by, you know, AI generation. So it's not like it's you know, completely unrealistic for the idea that they were completely fooled by it. Because it did look pretty good on the AI thing, but you just know it's not a real thing.
But yeah,
Oh, all right, our trained eyes, we know it's not. But to them, they have no idea. They probably don't even know what fucking AI is. Some of these people.
ass injections.
Yeah, that's probably they probably think that. Yeah, artificial insemination. You mean? Oh, there's no problem there. Can't be involved in the Willy Wonka experience. Nothing
Well,
wrong with that.
I'm surprised you know what that means
Shut
after
up.
last time.
Shut up.
All right. Well, as I brought this up, I'll quickly just say this.
So,
This man, right, is doing farming school for some reason. He wants to be a farmer, and
fuck yourself.
I um I can't remember the context, but I'd said like what you like artificial insemination, and you went and he went well that doesn't exist. That's not real. He's doing a farming. He's at farming school and said artificial insemination doesn't exist.
Shut your mouth.
This right here, this man is going to be making your lamb chops, your potatoes, your carrots, your asparagus, and doesn't know that didn't know artificial insemination was a real thing.
Okay, I had heard about it. Just in that second, it had fallen out of my head.
Fucking moron.
Fair. It's not fair. It was a senior. I had a senior moment. Okay,
Yeah, you old bastard.
I had a Voxy moment, as you would say.
I'm gonna murder you in your sleep.
Hey, two
Right.
for playing that game.
Well, if you did enjoy today's video, please like, subscribe. You know, we've noticed the channel is starting to pick up, and that actually it means a lot to us. You know, you're
Thank
making
you so
our little,
much.
you're making our little eyes flutter, making me blush.
We're making £60 a year. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank
We're
you.
not making any money.
We're not making a single cent of that £60, but we are making £60 apparently.
We're not making any money. But yeah, thank you very much for you know
Thank
joining
you for your
our lovely
continued views
community.
and continued support of the channel. We very much appreciate it.
But
We
yeah,
won't turn into a giant arsehole like all the other YouTubers. Don't worry, guys.
no, join us. I've seen the stats. Only fucking 99% of you aren't even subscribed. What the fuck are you doing? What do you do? Look at you sat there right now. Click
It's
that
free.
button.
Do you not even know it's free? You don't have to pay a single penny to subscribe. It's 2 seconds out of your day to subscribe, and you're not doing it. Unbelievable.
We've got more to come next week. I believe we've got 2 reviews coming out next week, as well as our our podcast, our weekly podcast. Obviously, if you did watch the last review, you would know what's coming up, and there's a little surprise.
So, both of us
So-
as well.
Subscribe and fuck off.